Do you ever feel like you're getting whiplash from all of the conflicting news about the housing market? You know, there's this constant chatter about affordable housing, yet prices continue to soar. Politicians, they keep making promises and they don't quite add up. And frankly, it's hard to know who to trust. And so today I'm going to cut through all of the crap and I'm going to break down what is really happening in the real estate market so that you can make better real estate decisions and time the market just like a pro. Have you ever wondered how some people seem to always buy and sell just at the right time? Well, I'm going to teach you how to do just that so that you can cut through all of the political nonsense and all of those headlines in the media to see where the market is truly headed. And be sure to stick around until the end because I'm going to reveal the number one factor that will bypass all of the media hype and all of the political nonsense and let you know with almost complete certainty where the market is headed and the number one secret that seasoned real estate professionals use to nearly guarantee profit even when the market seems unpredictable. But before we get started, if you're new to this channel, my name is Glen Hopkins and I create videos all about Canadian real estate and my local market of Surrey and White Rock, BC. So if that's something that you're interested in, please go ahead, subscribe to the channel right now. It just takes a second. Hit that subscribe button and that way you won't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. Also, if you'd like my help with buying or selling a home here in the Surrey or White Rock market, there is a link in the description box below where you can schedule a call with me. And if you're anywhere else in Canada and you need a referral to a fantastic agent, don't worry, I've got you covered. I know amazing agents throughout the country and I'll gladly connect you with them. All right, so let's dive into this. Now, to be successful in real estate, there's one crucial concept that you must understand, and it's called months of inventory. Now, this term, it's also known as absorption rate, and it measures how long it would take to sell all of the current homes on the market if no other new homes were added. So this is all about supply and demand. Now, when there's more inventory, buyers have an upper hand with plenty of options to choose from. And on the flip side, when there's less inventory, sellers have the advantage as buyers compete with few available homes. Have you ever noticed how the dynamics shift depending on whether it's a buyer's or a seller's market? In a buyer's market, sellers are competing against each other. They're competing against other sellers, which means they need to offer the best possible home at the lowest possible price if they want to stand out. However, in a seller's market, buyers are the ones competing against each other. And typically that means the person who wins the house is the one who bids the highest amount. Now, here's where understanding this calculation and knowing months of inventory is so crucial. First, it helps you determine the market conditions, and lots of inventory signifies a buyer's market, while low inventory indicates a seller's market. Second, it influences price trends. In a buyer's market, prices typically drop as sellers compete for buyers, whereas in a seller's market, prices rise due to competition among the buyers. And third, it's going to give you a significant advantage in predicting where the market is headed and making strategic decisions to stay ahead of your competition. So for instance, if you notice that inventory is increasing, it's likely that prices are soon going to drop. So as a seller, you can proactively lower your prices right now to boost your chances of making a sale before prices drop. And if you wait for the prices to drop, however, other sellers are also going to lower their prices, which is going to keep you in direct competition with them. So by anticipating these changes, you can position yourself more favorably in today's market. And lastly, understanding months of inventory helps you with timing your transactions. If you're a buyer in a buyer's market, you might want to wait for more listings to become available. Whereas in a seller's market, you should act fast before number one, the property gets snatched up, and two, prices go up. Okay, so now that you understand the importance of knowing what months of inventory is, let me show you how you can quickly calculate it. But before I do, if you're getting any value from this video, please go ahead, do me a quick favor, okay? Go ahead, hit that like button. It only takes a second, but it helps me get the word out to other people just like you looking for this kind of information. So go ahead, do it right now. It just takes a second. All right, I appreciate it. So listen, calculating the months of inventory, it's pretty straightforward. All you need to do is divide the number of homes that are currently for sale by the number of homes that sold the previous month. So the calculation is months of inventory equals number of homes currently for sale divided by the number of homes sold in the previous month. So for example, if there are 200 homes for sale right now and 50 homes sold last month, you get 200 divided by 50 equals 4 months of inventory. This means it would take 4 months to sell all of the homes currently listed on the market if no new homes were to hit the market. So that's pretty easy, right? Okay, so in a minute, I'm going to explain the number one indicator that cuts through all of the media hype and all of the political promises that is going to help you truly understand where the real estate market is headed at any given time. But first, let's break down the different types of market. There's a buyer's market, a balanced market, and a seller's market. And in a buyer's market, there are more homes than there are buyers, causing prices to drop and giving buyers all the power. Now, a balanced market, that occurs when supply actually meets demand. And that leads to sort of a price stabilization, and there's no significant advantage to either buyers or sellers. And this is usually around 4 or 6 months of inventory, 4 to 6 months of inventory. Finally, in a seller's market, there are more buyers than there are homes to choose from, which causes prices to rise and it gives sellers the upper hand. Now, this typically means there are 4 or fewer months of inventory. So at this point, you might be asking yourself, where is our market actually headed? You know, what with all of the current immigration that Canada is currently seeing and the lack of housing that we're already experiencing. And I'm going to get into all of that in just a minute. But first, I want to answer the question that you're probably already wondering, which is, where do you get the current market statistics? Now, in order to get the current market statistics, including how many homes sold last month and how many homes are currently listed for sale on the market, all you need to do is ask a realtor. And by the way, if the realtor you ask can't answer these questions, it's a sure sign of their inexperience and their lack of expertise, which might lead you to consider working with someone else who does understand this kind of stuff. So let me ask you this, assuming you don't have the current market statistics already, if you had to guess based on what you're seeing in the market and what you're hearing in your specific area, are you currently in a buyer's market, a seller's market, or a balanced market? Go ahead, let me know in the comments below. I'm curious to know what's going on in your marketplace. And by the way, it's important to note that months of inventory can vary significantly based on the asset class of the property and your location. And the inventory for a townhouse, it can be different from that of a condo or a detached house. Similarly, months of inventory in Vancouver can differ from those in surrounding cities like Surrey or Langley, and even more so compared to other major cities like Toronto or Calgary. Now, this important variation means it's crucial that you speak with a knowledgeable realtor about the current market conditions in your specific location so that you get a clear picture of what's truly happening. All right, in a minute, I'm going to reveal the number one secret that seasoned real estate investors use that nearly guarantees profit regardless of the market conditions at the time of purchase. But before I do, as promised, let's take a look at the number one indicator that cuts through all of the media hype and all of the political promises that is going to help you truly understand where the real estate market is headed. Did you know that in 2023, Canada welcomed over 437,000 new permanent residents and over 604,000 temporary workers? That's more than 1,040,000 new people to Canada, all of whom need a place to live. With so many new people coming into the country and already not enough homes, demand is through the roof, and of course, so are prices. This is basic economics. When demand outstrips supply, prices are going to go up no matter what. Now, as you might have heard Justin Trudeau, he's thrown out this wild promise to build 3.9 million homes by 2031. So let's go ahead and take a second to break this down. That means over 500,000 homes per year for the next 7 years are going to be built. Now, to put that in perspective, the most homes we've ever built in a single year here in Canada was around 250,000 homes. So we're talking about doubling our best year ever. And that's like building 64 homes per hour, every hour, 7 days a week with no breaks and no no holidays. I mean, honestly, to me, that sounds completely ridiculous. I mean, let's be real. This is just another political promise to keep Canadians from getting overly annoyed. And in my opinion, the whole affordable housing, that catchphrase, it's just another way to placate the masses. The reality is building costs are through the roof, and most builders, they just can't turn a profit anymore. In fact, multiple condo projects are being pushed into receivership right now as we speak in both Vancouver and Toronto. And of course, let's not forget that the Canadian economy is deeply tied to the housing market. Banks need people to take out mortgages and borrow money so that they can keep on reinvesting and making more money. And at the end of the day, homeowners need their property values to stay high because for most Canadians, their home is in fact their retirement plan. So in my opinion, not only are prices not going to drop because of basic supply and demand, but also because our economy relies so heavily on high home values. And any politician who actually tries to lower housing prices will be committing total political suicide. Sure, everybody likes the idea of more affordable housing, but let's be honest here for a second. How many current homeowners that you know actually want the value of their homes to drop and therefore their retirement nest egg to go down in value? I don't know about you, but I've never met one. Okay, so you get the picture. So understanding all of that, here is the big secret that will virtually eliminate the risk of you losing money in the real estate market while at the same time greatly increasing your chances of making a profit regardless of the current market conditions. Are you ready? All right, the most crucial insight for real estate success is understanding the importance of time in the market versus timing the market. You see, the market is always going to experience fluctuations. Prices, they will go up and they will go down over short periods of time. However, over the long term, the real estate market is generally always going on an upward trajectory. And if you look over 40 years, that's always been the case. So if your plan is short term to say, sell within a year of purchasing, you're going to risk encountering a market downturn at the time of your sale, which could result in a financial loss. On the other hand, if you approach your investment with a long-term perspective, intending to hold on to your property for at least 5 years, and I recommend 5 years at least, the likelihood is that the market will have appreciated over that period of time despite any interim fluctuations, which is going to be much more favorable to you. So that makes sense, right? Real estate is typically a long-term investment, and understanding how to navigate the market over the long haul can set you up for financial success. And the key is to not get caught up in all of the short-term fluctuations and instead focus on the long-term growth, something over 5 years. And know that with immigration rates so high and an ongoing housing shortage, demand is set to remain strong, making real estate a sound long-term investment. So in a nutshell, understanding months of inventory is crucial for anyone involved in real estate, whether you're a pro or you're just looking to buy and sell a property. This metric is going to tell you how many months it would take to sell all of the houses currently available for sale in a particular area. And it can give you a clear picture of the market conditions, pricing trends, and property values. And all of this is essential in choosing the right pricing strategy for sellers and the best offer price for buyers. By keeping an eye on the months of inventory, you can see through all of the political promises and the media hype, and you can make informed decisions about when and where to buy and sell. It's kind of like having this secret weapon that can help you get the best deal possible. And there's so much more to know about buying and selling a home, including where to find the right neighborhood, knowing the types of houses that you absolutely must avoid, and understanding closing costs, and so much more. So make sure you watch the upcoming videos right now popping up on your screen so that you can make the right home buying and selling decisions. And remember, go ahead, leave a comment below, share your thoughts, share your experiences. I would love to hear from you. And of course, if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you on the next video.